For you to have a better life, you must first become a better person. Isn't that a powerful thought? It's not about the winds of circumstance. It's about the set of your sail. All of us are sailing the same sea. We all have the winds of disappointment, the winds of despair, and the winds of opportunity blowing on us. It isn't the blowing of the wind that determines your destination. It's the set of the sail. And the master skill of setting your sail is learning to live above your emotions. Emotions are a fascinating part of the human experience. They color our lives, give us joy, and signal when something is wrong. They make wonderful servants, but let me tell you, they make terrible, terrible masters. If you let your feelings dictate your actions, you're setting yourself up for a life of inconsistency and regret. How many times have you told yourself, I just don't feel like it today. I don't feel like making the calls. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like reading the book. If you live by that philosophy, your feelings will rob you of your future. They'll whisper excuses in your ear and convince you that tomorrow is a better day to start. But as we know, tomorrow often never comes. Many people wait for motivation to strike. They wait for a bolt of inspiration to get them moving. But here's a secret I learned years ago. Motivation is not something you wait for. It's something you create. Motivation is the spark that gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Inspiration might get you to buy the running shoes, but it's the habit of putting them on every morning, rain or shine, that gets you across the finish line. Relying on fleeting feelings is like trying to build a house on shifting sand. You need a rock-solid foundation. So how do we build this foundation? How do we ensure we keep moving forward, day in and day out, regardless of the emotional weather? The answer is simple, but it isn't easy. You must build a system. A system for your life. A system for your business. A system for your health. A system is your personal structure for success. It's made up of your habits, your disciplines, and your written plans. This system becomes your fortress, protecting you from the tyranny of your moods. When you have a system, you don't ask yourself, how do I feel today? You ask yourself, what does my system say I should do today? The answer is already there. You simply execute the plan. Discipline is the key ingredient in this system. I define discipline as the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the conscious decision to do what you know you must do, even when you don't want to do it. It's the ultimate counterweight to emotion. Your feelings will scream, let's take it easy. Let's watch TV. But discipline calmly replies, no, we have work to do. We have a promise to keep to our future self. Every time you choose discipline over emotion, you strengthen that muscle. You cast a vote for the person you want to become. You're not punishing yourself, you are training yourself. Training yourself for success. Alongside discipline, you need to cultivate powerful habits. Habits are what make discipline automatic. They are the railroad tracks that guide your daily actions, eliminating the need for constant decision-making. You see, willpower is a finite resource. If you have to wake up every morning and decide whether or not to exercise, you're draining your mental energy before the day has even truly begun. But if you have a habit of getting up and putting on your workout clothes without a second thought, you've already won that battle. The decision has been made for you by your past self. You're operating on autopilot. But an autopilot you programmed for success. Start small. As the saying goes, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Make a habit of doing the small things, and soon you'll find yourself capable of doing the great things. Now, let's talk about the importance of writing things down. Your mind is for having ideas, not for holding them. I call it creating a second brain. You must get your goals, your plans, and your checklists out of your head and onto paper, or into a journal. Why? Because when emotions run high, your thinking can become cloudy. You can lose sight of the big picture. But your written plan, it doesn't have emotions. It's a clear, objective guide waiting to bring you back to center. It's your personal constitution. On a day you feel lost or overwhelmed, you can go back to your journal, read your goals, review your plan, and remind yourself why you started. It provides clarity and accountability when you need it most. Don't just think it, ink it. A life worth living is a life worth recording. Part of this written system must include measurement. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Numbers don't lie. Your feelings might tell you you're not making any progress, that all your effort is for nothing, but the numbers will tell you the truth. How many calls did you make? How many pages did you read? How many workouts did you complete? Tracking these simple metrics gives you objective feedback. It shows you the reality of your efforts, not the story your emotions are trying to sell you. When you see the numbers moving in the right direction, even slowly, it generates its own form of motivation, a deep-earned confidence that's far more powerful than a fleeting burst of inspiration. You start to trust the process because you can see it working. Of course, there will be setbacks. There will be days when the system breaks down, when you fall short of your own standards. This is not failure, it's feedback. It's an opportunity. When you face a setback, the emotional response is to get discouraged, to question the entire goal, and maybe even to quit. Don't do it. Don't abandon the goal. Instead, go back and refine the system. Ask yourself, what went wrong with my plan? Where was the weakness? What can I adjust to make it better for next time? Maybe your morning routine was too ambitious. Maybe you didn't plan for interruptions. Adjust the sails, refine the plan. But never, ever give up on the destination. Success is not a destination. It is a journey of continuous improvement. Living above your emotions doesn't mean becoming a robot, devoid of feeling. It means you are the master, not the slave. It means you let your commitments, your disciplines, and your systems drive your actions. You make a promise to your future, and you honor that promise through your daily conduct. When you do this, something magical happens. The consistent action you take, driven by discipline, starts to generate its own positive emotions. The pride you feel after a workout you didn't want to do. The confidence you gain from making the calls you were afraid to make. The satisfaction of looking back on a week of steady progress. This isn't cheap motivation, this is earned motivation. It's the reward for your discipline. So I ask you today, who is in charge of your life? Is it your fleeting feelings, or is it your firm commitments? Are you drifting on the winds of emotion, or are you deliberately setting your sail toward the harbor of your dreams? Take the time, design your system, build your habits, strengthen your discipline, write it all down. Start today. Don't let another day be stolen by I don't feel like it. Decide what you want, create the plan to get there, and then work the plan. That is the formal process for achieving your goals and designing the life you deserve. Thank you for watching.